Howdy folks, Greenside project here. And goodness me, it's been a while, hasn't it? More than a week. So, I do have things to say. I've got some interesting things to show you today. First thing to say, it's been a really busy week. Last week, I was exceptionally lucky because I got quite a lot of hobby time. This week, no hobby time for me, or at least very, very little. Start off to show you these Talon guys, and apart from a bit of touching up, I've not really got much done with them. But you can see them here. They are pretty much done. I am going to get rid of those sort of what were going to be white bulbs there, I think, and replace them just as regular metallic dials. Or maybe black or dark brown, but it's not working quite as nicely as I thought it would. But here are these guys, pretty much finished. We've got Mr. Al-Harim here. Let's just get him in focus. Lovely. As you can see, I've sort of fashioned a crude tripod. Well, you can't see the tripod, but you can see the effects of it, so my camera's a bit more stable. I'm hoping that will improve the quality of these vids. I was re-watching some of them the other day, and goodness me, I felt dizzy, so hopefully some people... Yeah, there's Mr. Al-Harim. Bit more paint on him. And then the only other thing I've got sorted is my two Lehman Russes. I've pretty much finished the main blocks of colour for the bodywork and the tracks there. Obviously pre-weathering, but you can see there's tank number 1 and there's tank number 2. I am pretty proud of the effect there. What I did, how I got them like this, was I did the same as I did with the Sentinel I painted up earlier. So, grey undercoat, then a reasonably generous dry brushing of Rakarth Flesh, and then a thin coat of Seraphim Sepia, then a darker coat of, oh come on, I'm doing really well today, of Agrax Earthshade. You know, and this was like really like dabbing on a big fat globules, so then it looked quite streaky. Then dry brushing again with Rakarth Flesh, then with Screaming Skull, and finally with some Lutheran Grey, just on the very extremes. And I'm really, really happy with the sort of mottled look. It's worked really, really well for these. I mean, I'll be honest, there was a time I was a bit snobbish about dry brushing, but I think the effect on these guys I'm really, really proud of. And so now it's the detailing work and things that need doing, but hopefully by the end of next week I'll get those bits sorted. Now, although I've not got much more done than I had in the previous update video, I do have some things to show you, because on Friday it was the Greenside project's birthday. Yay! And I did want to do a lovely update video on my birthday, basically to celebrate feeling very old and miserable. But then I had to go out. It was a busy day at work. I had a lovely meal with my family after, so I didn't have time to do that. So I'm afraid that's why you didn't see that video. But I do have things to show you now. These first things arrived in the post, and they're not birthday related, but they are useful. They are some spare bits, some combat packs for my Talon guys. Finish those off to make sure that everyone in my army, well, every squad, has a Voxcaster guy. From eBay, we have an Ogryn. Now, I've liked some of the Ogryn models for quite some time. As you can see, this is quite an oldie from when they were still sold in store or shipped to independent retailers. And I had an idea of how to convert this guy, and it was this model particularly, how to convert him into sort of a Talon Ogryn, which I'll use as a stand-in my HQ squad as, I want to say, Nork Dregog, the bodyguard Ogryn. So, yeah, that's him. That's quite cool. I've also got, from eBay, yes, some halfling snipers. When they're not cooking, they're shooting things far away. And some people like the halflings, some people don't think they fit in sort of the pseudo-historical feel of the Imperial Guard. I think they're quite cool little models. I'm really looking forward to spending just maybe an afternoon or two painting them up. I've got a bit of holiday coming up in a couple of weeks' time, and just getting these guys sorted will be a nice, quick paint job. And you don't see that many people with them around at the moment, so that's quite cool. Also, we have these. It's direct from GW. Plastic Talon, here they are, nice and clean. I've not had to strip them, or remove old bases. Yeah, I was saying this to someone on the comments page. I can't believe that Games Workshop, despite being, you know, the money-hungry entity we all know it to be, it's still £25 for a metal squad of Talon direct from them. I think is really good, because I remember when I was, you know, a teenager in the mid-90s, and we were talking about 1750 then. So considering you can still, for now, get these, I think that's awesome. And this was a birthday present off my gran, which was lovely. And you know, she only thought it mildly amusing and weird that her late 20s son was asking for toy soldiers. But you know, she went through World War II. She likes soldiers. She thinks they're a bit Lawrence of Arabia-y, and I think that's cool. So we've got our metal Talon, including, where's he? Right, Mr. Plasma here. Let's get him in focus. No, come on, phone, you can do it. Mr. Talon here, the plasma guy. There we go. Now, on eBay at the moment, you can buy this model for £20. And although I'd never been mad enough to spend that much on him, I did see him for, you know, a mere £10 and was thinking about it, because he's one of the few Talon models I've not owned. But then I saw that GW were doing him in a set with all the others for 25 quid. So guys, go for it. Yeah, so this is going to be my second Talon infantry squad. I'm going to choose 2 models to give the Voxcaster packs to, so I can have one in the already painted squad, one in this one. These guys are really cool. It's nice not having to strip them or do any refurb work or even any conversion work, I don't think. I might, and I emphasise might, replace the Sergeant's weapon, so he's a slightly different model. But I'm going to do a different paint scheme on him anyway, compared to my other identical model Sergeant, so that's really cool. So I got those, but you've still not seen the best thing yet, guys, and this is awesome! And this is from my lovely girlfriend, who some of you will have seen her elves, and some of you, that sounds like a pseudonym, sorry, for something. It's not. Yeah, by her elves, I literally mean her model elves. Some of you will have heard her talk drunk, and she got me this. What's the best way to get it onto camera? Yes, folks, a lovely airbrush. And not just a lovely airbrush, but, and I'm going to move the camera. What's that, folks? Yes, it's a lovely compressor. It's a diaphragm compressor too. She does deserve a lot of credit for this, my girlfriend. She looked at a couple of the videos that were on YouTube by guys like Buy Painted. She found out that she didn't want a piston compressor because they heat up too much. That can destroy the quality of the paint. So she got a diaphragm compressor, she researched it, she ordered it. I am so excited, folks. The reason I didn't do this video yesterday was because as part of my sort of birthday weekend, my family, my girlfriend and I went away, a couple of hours away, went to Manchester on the train, and on the way back I was just researching airbrush techniques, how to thin down the paints and things. Oh, I'm so excited about this. There was a time, funnily enough, a bit like the dry brushing, I was just showing the tanks, so I was a bit snobbish about airbrushes, but oh god, if you look at guys like Buy Painted, and there's another guy, Something Meadows, who I'm going to link to in the description to this, because he's awesome too, and he doesn't have many followers at the moment. They do fantastic things with airbrushing, and it's not just about making it quicker to speed up painting large blocks of colour, although that's something I'm looking forward to. It's about getting really good layered shading, layered highlighting. Flames can be fantastic. I mean, I've not used this properly yet. I turned on the compressor, it made a noise, I got a bit frightened, I shot some air out the brush and turned it off. You know, it's a long way to go. I don't think it's going to be Christmas at least until I'm even vaguely proficient when I'm producing models that look good of it. But just, I'm really excited about this. So this is my YouTube shout out to the Greenside Project's girlfriend. Thank you. I love you. And for now, Esmeralda, who I'm looking around for and I can't see. Here's Esmeralda. My first job is I'm going to see if I can undercoat her using the airbrush here. So, yeah, that's been this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you to the new subscribers, because I keep getting messages and things from people who've enjoyed my videos, which is lovely. I hope everyone's doing really well. Spooky Table update will come as soon as Esmeralda here and her base get a good bit of an airbrushing. I love you all. Take care and bye.